Hey everybody, welcome to Jay Wilkins 79 and Drizzle
The one and only.
movie reviews. We just saw the movie Lost City of Z 2 nights ago, I think it was.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about it. We went to a 7 o'clock show and there was maybe 2 people in there, I think.
Yeah, and I would say there was like hardly anybody else, honestly, in the lobby when we were actually going towards the theater. I was kind of surprised because I would think that there would be people at the movies, on that type of a day, because everybody would have that day, off.
And it was a weekday,
Yeah.
but still, and it's sad because this movie was really good, and I think a lot more people should see it. And it was long, but it was worth it. And it stars Charlie Hunnam, Robert Pattinson, he was almost unrecognizable. I was like, dang, I got a lot more respect for him now as an actor. Sienna Miller was the wife of Charlie Hunnam. Tom Holland, Edward Ashley. So what did you think of this movie? What did you think of it?
Well, if people know me and know me well enough, they know that I collect crystals and that I'm into ancient history and Mayans and Aztecs, Native American stuff. So they know me well enough that this is a 10-star movie for me, because honestly, this is a movie that I stayed awake for the whole entire movie and I enjoyed every part of it. The acting was great. I thought the storyline followed the book very well. I've listened to the book actually years ago when I was younger in audio format, and I really enjoyed it, and I'm very happy that they finally decided to make this movie. Because this is actually based on a true story, you guys, if you want to look it up. And I thought the character development was great. I don't think that it was boring in any form of way, because some adventure movies, it takes a while to kind of get into the storyline. But I was very impressed with this. I thought the acting was great. And Brad Pitt was even in this movie, and I thought he did a great, he was good
I
too.
think Brad Pitt was one of the writers.
Oh,
I don't
one
think
of
he
the
was
writers?
actually in the movie.
Oh, well, okay.
No.
I thought he was in the movie.
But the Charlie Hunnam looks like Brad Pitt a little bit.
That's who I thought Brad Pitt.
Yeah, I
was
could
in
see
the
why
movie.
you'd think that.
But yeah, this movie, honestly, if you're a history buff and if you like stories that are true, just give this movie an opportunity. Watch it maybe once or twice to kind of get into it.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna buy this when it comes out,
And let's give Robert his due, because I realize that there's a lot of people out there who are like, no, he was in Twilight.
no, he can act. He really cared about this movie.
Yeah, he did a great job in this movie.
Yes.
I was very
blown away.
surprised with his acting.
Yeah.
And yes, there are some people who like Twilight and his acting in those movies, but this is honestly a movie that I was incredibly impressed with how he, progressed his character throughout the movie. And I'll say this too, there was some crazy violence in the movie that might be kind of not for children.
It wasn't really graphic though, I noticed, and there wasn't. I didn't hear very many curse words either. I mean, it's still they get some crazy situations out there in the jungle. But for me, the movie was great. But I think for me, it started out a little slow, and I'm just like, all right, come on, guys, get to the jungle. And once they got to the jungle the first time, it was great. They were making maps. They were map makers. They were surveyors. Robert Pattinson and Charlie Hunnam, and then it got to be where they wanted to go to the jungle and find the lost city, and then from there it just got. I wasn't bored either. I wasn't bored at all. I give it 5 stars out of 5. I would just buy this when it comes out. I don't think people should just rent it. I think they should buy it.
This is a movie that I guarantee by next year that this movie will have awards.
Oh yeah, and if it doesn't, then there's something wrong with them, because
morons, because if you don't vote for this movie to get some type of an award, then obviously you have no taste, and you would rather vote for, like, I don't know,
King Arthur,
or
which is another Charlie Hunnam movie, but this is,
we haven't even seen that, but I mean, personally, I thought from the trailer it was a little overboard with the character.
But he's a great actor. It's not his fault. And I was so glad we saw this. I saw it, a review on it from somebody, the Cinema Snob, and I was like, yeah, we got to go see this. So I asked Drizzle if he wanted to go, and he was up for it.
Yeah,
and man,
as people know about me, I love, you know, out there movies. I like history and, you know, medieval and Native American stuff, and, you know, Egyptian even.
All sorts of stuff like that in this.
And real fast too, I wanted to mention 2 other movies that are coming out that I think are they look awesome. Honestly, that is the Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I think that so this is Johnny Depp's
the final
role for Jack Sparrow, and from what I saw, this movie's going to be good because it's the last installment of the movies. And I think it's going to be good. The other movie that I think is going to be awesome is Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes, 2. I was just thinking that'd be the one you're going to say.
Those movies, honestly, I think are going to win awards too.
We'll probably review Guardians of the Galaxy too. We're probably going to go see that in a couple. Well, maybe next week. We don't know. We're going to start doing more reviews and start going to because I got my car back, so that helps the situation.
I miss not going to movies as much as I used to.
There's no reason why we can't. It's right down the street.
I still enjoy it. So I would recommend that this movie honestly be voted for awards. Because this is a true story, and I think people could even show this possibly maybe in schools for people who are learning about
even
South
kids.
America.
It's not that graphic.
Obviously, just have your parents write that whole little "you can watch this." But we know how you school people are.
Right. It's kind of like Indiana Jones mixed with like, what's another movie that's like it? You said.
Well. I mean, you could consider, like, what's that Kevin Costner movie that... we'll have to look it up.
Dances with Wolves?
There we go.
Yeah, that's similar to that.
Yeah, it's very similar to that, so...
5 stars, you give it... Your system's 10 stars, you give it 10 stars.
Yeah, in my opinion, because I'm a history buff, this is 10 stars for me. I could watch it over and over again and not get bored with it.
I figured Drizzle would like it, because I figured it was up his alley, so something he'd like. So any final thoughts on Lost City of Z? I think they should just go see it like right now, seriously.
I think this is one of the best movies of this year.
Yes.
It's worth $6 or $7 to go see it.
Definitely. It's worth even 10 if they charge. I would say worth $10 if they charge.
One funny thing I wanted to mention for you guys. I'm not sure if you're aware of this or not, but they sell these huge tubs of popcorn. And don't they look like they're like 2-pound buckets?
Yes, they do.
And I'm thinking to myself,
popcorn overdose.
If somebody would finish that and watching the whole entire movie, they would literally just pass out in a coma from the butter.
They should give you another bucket to pass out in.
I just, that's just a funny thing I wanted to add that I thought was kind of funny. I've never seen anything like that. So.
Alright guys, well please give this video a thumbs up for us. Subscribe if you want updates to my channel and Drizzleland. He's already getting up there in subscribers. And please comment, share. And
definitely comment on videos that we do. We love feedback. We love talking to you guys. Because we don't just do this for us. We do this for every one of you. Basically, we like entertaining you guys, and that's what we do this for. So, peace and much love. Have a wonderful week, and we'll be doing more video reviews in the next few months.